I purchased these custom Vorst and Bosch close-up pads with my own money, and in this video I'm going to tell you whether or not I think you should spend your hard-earned money on it, or should you save you some cash. Hey there, my name's Tyler, and I have reviewed hundreds of magic tricks on the magic market. I have seen so much magic that I'm actually kind of ashamed to admit how much magic I've really seen. But today, I'm going to be reviewing these close-up pads that I bought with my own money, so you are truly getting an unbiased product review, and I cannot wait to talk about these pads. So let's dive into it and figure out if you should be spending your money to get these custom close-up pads. First, what are Vorst and Bosch close-up pads? And specifically, what is their deluxe pad? The deluxe pad is a leather hardback pad with interchangeable surfaces. Made by a family of craftsmen that are in such high demand, they even made furniture for the British royal family. These pads use the highest quality materials, and each takes 6 hours to complete. The deluxe pad is the perfect pad to use at home to practice on. It's a heavy pad with perfect cushioning for practicing card sleights and routines like cups and balls or coin matrix. Each close-up pad is unique to its owner. Vorst and Bosch have made sure that you have complete flexibility when customizing and constructing your pad. You are going to make every decision. First, pick a leather base. The deluxe mat featured a luxurious wooden base, which is wonderfully robust and weighty. It sits firmly on any tabletop and is slightly raised by specifically sourced rubber feet. This is the base to choose if you're seeking a top-tier product that will last you a lifetime. They offer 3 colors to choose from: black, brown, and white. Vorst and Bosch also offer vegan-friendly options that use no animal products. The deluxe pad offers a thick base that wraps around the entire pad, whereas the regular pads just have a thin base that covers the bottom of the pad only. Next, choose as many surfaces as you'd like. You can choose any color surface you like, and you can choose multiple surfaces as they are easily interchanged in and out, and are even compatible with the regular bases. They are all vegan friendly and some are even water resistant. You also get to choose what material you want your close-up pad made from. The actual close-up pad itself is offered in wool, microfiber, and velvet. Finally, you can choose if you want to laser engrave something on your pad. If you want to add the ultimate personal touch, you can have your mat engraved. Using a laser engraver, Vorst and Bosch can emboss your name, your logo, or your initials into the surface of your pad. You can choose the size and positioning, and their graphic designers will work with you to make sure that your pad is personalized in the exact way that you want it. To ensure precision, you'll even receive a digital mock-up to approve before your pad is manufactured. Each engraving costs $75 US. More importantly, everything is sourced and produced in a sustainable way that you can be proud of. The Bosch family have spent 30 years mastering their art, and now thanks to the V&B close-up pad, they are going to help you master yours. The dimensions of the pad are 21.5 inches by 13 inches, and the pad is 1.5 inches tall. Are there any negatives about the Vorst and Bosch close-up pads? The negatives that I have for these pads is that they seem a little expensive, but when you realize all the work that goes into these handmade close-up pads, I mean, these took 6 hours to make. I just think the investment that you make becomes well worth it once you start playing around with these pads. You realize, oh, this is a high quality pad that I really enjoy and that it's fun to actually practice on, because it's just, there's something fun about putting a card down or spreading a deck across these pads, or, you know, flipping over a card. It just makes practicing magic so much more fun. Also, I just want to let you know, even though I just mentioned practicing with these pads, you can use these in performances. You can perform on these pads. I don't want you to think that just, you know, they're meant for practicing. They're not. They're just made so that way you can enhance your magic by having an elegant close-up pad that might even be branded with your logo on it. Another thing I wanted to make you aware of is that you do have to wait a little bit once you order your pad. These take about 6 to 8 weeks to actually get shipped out to you. Now, that is because they're all handmade, and like I mentioned earlier, they take a while to make. But once you place your order, you can expect that within 6 to 8 weeks, your pad will be shipped out to you. And trust me, it's well worth the wait. Are there any positives about the Vorst and Bosch close-up pads? Yes, there are a ton of positives about them. I really love that these are made by people that really care about what they're creating. I also love that you can interchange and mix and match the colors of the pads with the bases. I mean, you can switch out the standard base with a blue pad and then just swap it with the deluxe base with a gray pad, or put the gray pad on the standard pad. I mean, these are all interchangeable, and I love that. It's a modular system. I love that about it. I also love dealing with Sven and Danny. Sven's the owner of Vorst and Bosch, and it's actually kind of cool how they created the name Vorst and Bosch, because his last name is Vorst en Bosch, like Vorst en Bosch. That's his entire last name. And in Dutch, en, like en, means and. So they had Vorst en Bosch and made it Vorst en Bosch. And I just thought that was a cool Easter egg that I wanted to share with you. All this to say, Sven Vorst and Bosch, the owner and creator, is a great person to deal with. Him and Danny both. Danny runs like their website, their social media. Danny's his girlfriend, and they it was great to deal with them at Blackpool when I met them. At this point, about a year and a half ago, I met them at Blackpool the first time I went. And they were just fun to deal with. They were really energetic about the product that they were selling and really stood behind it. So I couldn't wait to try it out for myself. And I'm so happy that I decided to purchase this because I did purchase this with my own money. Also, another positive, look how cool this box is that my pads came in. So inside of the box that was shipped in was this box. And then inside of this box were the pads. But it says Vorst and Bosch, a handmade pad for Tyler. And they've like put a whole little sticker on there and everything. And it says my name. That is just awesome. If you're a magic company or someone that produces magic products, little things like this go a long way with your customers. This truly lets them know that, hey, even though this takes a lot of time, but now that they've done it so many times, they've probably got it down to a science where it doesn't take them a ton of extra time to do this. It just takes a little bit of extra money and a little extra time. And now they have created this relationship with their customer that we really care about you. We care about what you're doing. We care that you spent your money with us. And we care that we're making a handmade pad for you. And oh, just so good. It just made me feel so much better about my pad. Even before I saw it and opened it, I'm like, wow, they really care that I purchased my pad from them and that they made this for me. Maybe it's a little thing, but it goes a long way in my opinion. The Vorst and Bosch team also included a really cool note inside of my package as well, which also just makes me feel really appreciated as a customer. Another thing I love is that I was able to get my logo laser engraved inside my close-up mats, and I love that. It's just a little nice touch that adds a little bit of professionalism, or even if you're not a professional doing this for money, you're just practicing with it, makes your close-up pad look really cool, and every time you see it, you just get reminded, like, that's my logo, and I'm doing this for me. And it's just a little thing that I really like. I also just wanted to quickly hit on again the fact that you can interchange these pads as much as you can. And that is just a huge plus. I love how modular this system is. So what do these custom handmade close-up pads cost you? The deluxe edition is going to cost you $250. That includes this bit right here, this part, which I'll show you a little bit more in detail soon. But that includes this deluxe mat that has the leather going all the way around. You have the sides, so your close-up pad is going to fit down inside of it, and it will be protected on all sides by leather. The standard part that's just like the bottom to the mat, that is $200. So for an extra $50, you are getting the part that covers the side of the mat, which I don't think is that much more money to just go ahead and upgrade to the deluxe. I would do it in my personal opinion, but if you don't like the look of it, totally get that as well. Another thing is that each additional insert is $50 US. Now, once you pay $250, your first mat that goes inside of there. So once you pay $250 for this, or $200 for this one over here, the basic standard one, you will be receiving a free pad to go inside of it. So you're paying for this, and you're getting whichever color close-up mat or pad that you're putting in there for free. And then if you want to pay for the engraving, you can do that. And each additional close-up pad to go inside of here is $50. So is it worth the money? If you can't tell by how much I've praised these close-up pads, absolutely. I believe this is well worth your money. You are going to be making an investment in yourself with this. You're saying, I want to upgrade, I want to elevate my magic or make it more elegant. And that's what it feels like. And that's what it looks like to your spectators, or if you're just practicing at home, maybe you're just like, I'm going to go practice on my cool close-up mat that looks really nice and has my logo on it, my name, and all that. I mean, it's just little things like that can just inspire you. And it's something that I really enjoy. So I really love these. I highly recommend, and all the links will be down in the description below. Now I want to talk about all the stuff that you're seeing behind me, and let's break it down and talk about how do you interchange these pads, what do they look like, what are the different materials, and how does the laser engraving look. So let's get into that right now. First, I want to show you the bases. We start out with a deluxe base. I guess I probably could have started out with the standard base, but we're starting out with a bang. So this really hard wooden surface right there, and it's wrapped in leather. So this is wrapped all the way around. So on the standard one, you're just going to have leather on this bottom part, and you're not going to have leather going around this side right here. So it's just going to be on the bottom. Now this deluxe edition, cannot express how much I love these pads. I mean, I love the standard one as well, but the deluxe just feels so much more sturdy. It's got these little foot pegs on the bottom, and they're rubbery, so that way they don't slide. I can sit them down on this table right here, and like, I'm punching this thing, right? And it's hardly moving, if moving at all. And great quality. Now, how does a close-up pad go into this? I'll show you in 1 second. Let's talk about the standard close-up pad bottom. So this, as you can see, still sturdy wood, but it's not as thick. It's a lot more thin right here. You can see this because it's not covering the edges. So whenever you put your close-up mat on top of here, you're not going to have the edges of the close-up mat covered. So now, if you sit this on top, you're going to have a beautiful close-up pad. But this and this look a little bit different, right? Because this is covered on the edges, like so, and this one's just not. It's thin. This is a lot more thick. Now let me show you how to install these custom close-up pad inserts onto one of your bases. Now this is called steel, that's the color, and it is a velvety texture. So this is like that velvet. I really like this velvet. I think I prefer the velvet over the microfiber, but that's just me. Now I thought this one would look really good with that black base. It's got my logo right there in the corner, my little TL logo. Love that. Now I'm gonna be inserting this right here, and the Velcro is just gonna match up, and it's super easy to do. So all I'm going to do is just put that in there like so. Boom, boom, make sure everything's lined up. It's a lot easier to do this if you sit on a table, but I want to make sure you can see this on camera. So here we go. Look how beautiful that is. Boom, boom, boom. You just press down all the way around. Get that in there. Now look, this puppy's not going anywhere. Look at that. Perfect. Looks so good. And now you can see that that side of the close-up pad is all covered, right? Whereas if I put one on this base, which is the standard base over here, which I'll do in just 1 second, you're going to see that the side is still exposed, and it's not as heavy duty, and it's pretty much a lot more thin. But this looks great in my opinion, and I can't wait to start putting this in my shows. I've been practicing with it, haven't put in a show yet, but I cannot wait to do that. Now let's talk about what it looks like when you install one of these pads on a standard base. So I'm going to be taking this one over here. This is a microfiber one, so I don't know if you can really tell a difference on camera. How this installs on a standard base, basically the same way. You're just going to line it up. Now this one is a lot easier to do, like I said, if you just put it on your desk or a table, but I will try to line this up just in my hands like so. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Now you have a lot more thin of a close-up pad. It's a lot lighter. So if you're trying to travel and you don't want to have that one over there, that big one, just, coming around with you, hey, this one's perfect, and that's the thickness. So you're looking at that versus this. This will look like side by side. Look at that. See? Now, you got that thickness difference right there. But hey, they both function the same, so it really just depends on which one you want. Personally, I really, really love my Deluxe. I think this is the way to go. But if you want to do a standard, I also respect that decision as well. Totally get it. They are interchangeable, so if you say, I'm going to do a standard to start out, get me a couple of these pads to go on it, and I'll see how I like it, and maybe I'll only get the Deluxe in the future. Well, the good news is, all this stuff is modular. I've talked about it before. It's all interchangeable, so this can be on that, that could be on this. That's one thing I love about it. And again, my logo is down there at the corner. I really love that bit. Now, this is my other close-up pad that I have that's still that microfiber material. It's got my logo on it, a little bit larger, a little bit darker, more prominent. Now, if I were to swap this out on this standard base, this is how quick you can do it. Look at that. It's all there. And now you're ready to go. Is that not awesome? And now if I want to do like a more prominent viewing of my logo, it's there and I don't have to worry about it. And it's that quick to change out. Love this thing. You also have a smaller version called shuffle pads. This shuffle pad has the wool material I was mentioning earlier when talking about the materials. So this one is the wool texture. I like this one as well, but like I said, my favorite one is this velvet one that I have. I love the way it feels. I love the way that when I throw cards on it, how it looks. It's just, that's my favorite feel. That's my favorite look, my favorite feel. I love it. This is my favorite one. This smaller one would be great for conventions. If you want to put it in a backpack or a bag, then you don't have to worry about it. Just pull it out whenever you want to do that. And you can just go ahead, shuffle your cards, play with some coins on there, whatever you want. I think this is a great travel option. Once again, I bought these pads with my old money, so you're truly getting an unbiased Magic product review. And if you'd like to go watch another video here on the channel, I would love that. I'd love to see you there. So if you want to click this video right here, this is the video that YouTube says, hey, we think you should watch this. And guess what? I agree with YouTube. I think you should go watch that video as well. I'll see you there.